Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I quickly wanted to do a video about unit blocks. Somebody recently asked me in one of my videos, they noticed that my daughter was playing with these large wooden blocks and they wanted to know where I got them from. So I thought I would do a video about unit blocks and the benefit of unit blocks for your children, your toddlers, your kids, pretty much any age. So the ones that I have are actually back here, but they didn't come in this container originally. They came in this little like wagon. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. This adorable wooden wagon. And they fit all in here, but it comes with this little, I don't know, round ball that you can pull along. And it's just really, really, really well made. I absolutely love this toy. For us, it's easier when we're doing cleanup time to just put them all in this container. This is just a bin that you can get at IKEA, I believe. And it comes with a Trofast system. So what unit blocks are, basically, they're different from regular wooden blocks, you know, like the regular small wooden blocks, which those are also great. But unit blocks are basically really large wooden blocks, essentially. I think that you can buy plastic ones and things like that. But we have the wooden ones, and we have a lot of, you know, they're pretty large. Hopefully you guys can see that. There's a lot of these. And as you can see, they're really, really, really well made. They're super nice. They're like really nice and smooth. My daughter has thrown these pretty much everywhere and none of them ever break. They're just great. And there's these square ones. There's these ones. There's all kinds of different shapes and sizes that come with unit blocks. But my favorite ones for my daughter, and my daughter loves these ones, are these big, large ones. Now, the ones that we have are from a company called Vermont Wooden Toys. And I actually got these used, and I got very lucky because if you go to their website, they make awesome, awesome toys, you guys. They're all wood, eco-friendly toys, but the unit blocks, well, unit blocks in general are not cheap. Unit blocks are expensive because it's obviously you're getting big, large pieces of wood. And particularly depending on the kind of wood that you're getting, they tend to be more expensive. So I believe these ones online, they range from like $200 or $300 something dollars, I think, or even more. Depends which unit blocks you get. But these particular a set that I got, are not cheap. They're like, I think they were at least $300 and something dollars. I don't remember specifically, but I actually got them used. And like I've said in so many different videos, I'm always looking online for used toys. I got these for my daughter for Christmas, for my daughter Lyric, and also now Maya, who's 8 months old. You know, she tends to play with them and just kind of goes like that. But anyhow, I got these used off a app called Close 5 on my phone. I found a woman that was selling them. I couldn't believe it. She was selling them for only, I think it was $10 for the whole set, which is like unbelievable steal. I mean, like, I can't even imagine anybody selling these blocks, unit blocks, for that price. So let me tell you a little bit about the company. The company is very awesome. I didn't know anything about the company until I bought these blocks, and she told me they were from Vermont toy company. And on some of these blocks, it actually says, yeah, VermontWoodenToys.com. Hopefully you guys can see that there. I don't know, it's kind of like blurred out, but so basically Vermont Wooden Toys offers 125 varieties of fine American-made toys. They're all made in the US, and they feature wooden blocks, trucks, all kinds of toys. I wrote them down because I knew I was going to forget. So they feature trucks, wooden trains, rocking horses, building blocks, riding toys, wooden toy boats and airplanes, wooden pool toys, doll furniture, which is like, I don't know, I think that's great, doll cradles and doll carriages, wooden Noah's Arks, unit block sets, and much more. And so everything is made in the US. All of their toys are made to order, which is like awesome. And here's another thing that I found on their website, which is I thought was good. It says here, and I wrote it down because I knew I was going to not be able to remember every single thing, but it says, in accommodation of the increasing environmental sensitivity of our clientele, beginning in 2015, our 45th year of toy making, we will be transitioning to producing all of our creations entirely natural, of any exterior stains or sealers. They use no imported wood composites, so everything is from the US. No imported rubber, wood, or any associated products which may pose allergenic concerns, latex or otherwise. So that's awesome. All of our wooden toys are constructed of the finest select quality domestic hardwoods: Vermont hard maple, Pennsylvania cherry, red oak, and white birch. I don't know. I like that. I like the fact that this is all made in the US, and I like the fact that it's just really, they're really nicely made. Yes, you can get these, you can get unit blocks by, I think, Melissa and Doug. Their stuff is made, I think, mostly in China, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Don't quote me. I mean, these toys will grow with your child. These are the types of toys that will grow. Like my daughter is now, Lyric is now almost 4. She'll be 4 in November, I guess. She turned 3, but she still plays with blocks, all kinds of blocks. These we got during Christmas, but she plays with the small ones. She plays with all kinds of blocks. And if you've seen my other videos, you know that I'm a big lover of any kind of building type of toys. And these are great. I mean, these are just awesome. I love, love, love how big they are. And you can get all kinds of different sets on their website. Some cheaper, so if you don't want to spend so much money, you can get them. Again, you can look online, try to find somebody selling them used. Unit blocks are something that I've been wanting for my daughter, for Lyric, for the longest amount of time. As long as I can remember, when I realized that they even something that existed. I used to take her to this little, basically like an indoor playground, and they had big unit blocks, and I fell in love with them because I knew how much she liked them. And so I started kind of like reading more about them, and I realized, oh my God, these are great. So I started looking into them, and I found these. So number one, I think that blocks, like I said, will grow. It's a type of toy that will grow with your child. So it's not like the type of toy that is just in momentarily. Like what I mean by that is like, maybe they're just obsessed with some, Disney cartoon, and they want everything, all toys involving Disney cartoons. But eventually they're going to grow out of that cartoon. They're not going to like that Disney cartoon anymore, or that character or whatever, and that toy is going to get old. So that's a benefit of just this type of open-ended toy. So that's number one. Number two is that they're great for problem solving. So my daughter a lot of times will, I watch her. I mean, she literally problem solves when she's trying to figure out how to build like a big structure. She'll realize that if she puts this here, that she's not going to have enough room on this side, or it's going to collapse or whatever. So they're great for problem solving. Number three is that it's these types of toys. They're perfect for imagination because they can follow their own path and what I mean by that, they can follow their own path on what they want to build or what they want to do with them, or they can play with another child and help in that other child's vision of what that child wants to build. So they're perfect for just imaginative play. My daughter, brings in her little figurines. She incorporates her animals. She incorporates her scarves. She does all kinds of things when she's playing with these blocks. They also teach mathematics. Now, what I mean by that is they learn a lot about like comparison, length, measurement. So there's a lot involved. There's a lot of math involved with block play. So that's another benefit. Number 5 is that blocks also teach science, believe it or not, because they allow your kids to test hypotheses when they're playing with the blocks. Another thing is that they're good for social interaction with other children, because they could, obviously play with other children. It's like I've said in my other video when I was reviewing the Tegu blocks, is that they're so open-ended that they allow for playing with their friends versus a toy that you just sit there and you push buttons. And I guess you could push buttons with your friend, but it's not very, you're not really interacting as much as you would interact with blocks. I don't think so. And I also think, and in terms of social interaction, they allow your child to learn to take turns, especially if you're there with, like my daughter, she plays with her friends a lot, and she's 3 years old, so they're at that stage where a lot of times they don't want to take turns. But sometimes just playing together with blocks, I don't know, I've noticed that she is better at learning to take turns with her friends. She'll put one block down, then her friend will put another block down. So it's good with learning to be patient, to allow your friend to take a turn, and then you take a turn. And I also think, I think I'm on number 7, I also think that blocks are great for self-esteem. And what I mean by that is because a lot of times children don't think they can do something, and then they realize they can, and it actually worked. They discover that what they wanted to do actually worked. So I think they also help with their self-esteem. And lastly, I would say that blocks require fine and gross, they develop your fine and gross motor skills for your children. Oh, and also they are great for teaching your child patience, because they do have to be very patient and, to try to figure out how to build something. And sometimes it requires them to go very slow, because one wrong move can collapse the entire structure, obviously. So I feel like they teach patience and perseverance and just determination and things like that. So that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out Vermont Wooden Toys online. And also check out those sites, those apps, that I've been telling you guys, Close 5. I'll list a couple down below so you guys can check them out. And Craigslist is a good one, obviously eBay. But yeah, so I buy all my toys. I try to buy all my toys used, because I don't know, I like to save money where I can. But I will see you guys on the next video. Talk to you guys later. Bye.